All right, Tim, everyone is talking about how to find employees these days. It's an employee crunch. But what are your recommendations to business owners when it comes to that challenge?
Folks, Grace Dunbar right there with a timely question. Because you're right, Grace, everyone is talking about it. I want to change the paradigm of thinking just a little bit. And before we get to how do I find more employees, take a step back and say, how do we not get to that point? Now, look, I get it. You have a new product comes out and your business is exploding and you need 10, 15, 20 new employees because of just pure, unadulterated growth. I get it. Let's talk there. Let's talk about how to have a good hiring process and how to recruit in today's environment. But ask yourself this. Are you there because your business has exploded and you need all these new people? Or is your growth strong and solid and your turnover rate is what's causing you to need new employees? Change that paradigm of thinking. So often we're going into the hiring process. But what about fixing or making better or improving your culture so you're not in that position as often? I have met with many business owners, and oftentimes that's where we have to stop. We can come up with a great way to hire. We can throw money at people. We can come up with new, inventive ways to recruit. But if the turnover is what's causing you to have to hire, let's start there. Let's make sure you have a culture that, A, people don't want to leave. Worked recently with a company that this owner had not had turnover in 2 years. He wasn't necessarily paying the highest wage in the industry, but he had a place where people want to work. He had a place where people came in excited about work. And I'm sure they had opportunities to make more money elsewhere, but he kept his employees because they loved being there and they loved working for him and they loved the culture and they understood what the company stood for. That's where I would want to start. Let's take a look at that. Is it truly that you're having a hiring crunch, which anyone today, if they have an opening, that's a challenge and it's legit and we can work on that. But do we need to start at what is creating those turnovers within your company? Is the culture the way you want it? Are people highly engaged? Are they excited about showing up to work every day? Do they say to people when there's an opening, you got to come work here? Do they say to people when they are approached, hey, we'll pay you $2 more an hour to come over here? Do they say, no thanks, I really love where I'm at? That's what you want. And that will help prevent constantly those backfills that you have to do because people leave, and they leave. Grace, does that make sense?
Yes.
I love
it.
It
Absolutely does.
And of course, she's so agreeable. I hope it makes sense to you folks as well. If you want to learn more, I help companies develop stronger, better cultures, better workplaces so that they can have that productivity and engagement. I also help if you really are in that situation where your growth is so profound that your hiring process needs to be better. I can help you there as well. Love to sit down and have a conversation with you. That's what I do at Washburn Business Coaching. Check me out on the website. Give me a holler. We can sit down and have a complimentary discussion, completely free, and figure out if there's a way I can help.